This story was actually pretty interesting. It was funny. So like this conversation, I swear to God. So my Christmas gift was my girl took me to Super Nintendo World, right? It was funny. This yeah, it was my Christmas gift. Yeah, it was my Christmas gift. Literally the very next day, we're talking about like Nintendo World or whatever, and something came up in the conversation. Somehow Miyamoto's name came up, and I was talking about. I was like, the day Miyamoto passes, I was like, that's gonna be sad. And she was like, why? Because I was like, that motherfucker's like 75 years old. He's old, and I don't mean that like as an insult, but yeah, he's getting up there, and he holds a lot of power. The day Miyamoto dies, it'll be like the day Kobe died. Like it'll be one of those things where like, who doesn't love Mario? You know what I'm saying? But the issue with him passing away is not only will that be sad, like who has Nintendo set up? I feel like he holds too much power at the company. And this is coming from somebody who loves Zelda, Mario, Donkey Kong, etc., Star Fox. But I feel like he holds too much power at the company because who have they set up to be his successor? And then I swear to God, like 2 days later, this article came out on the 30th. Well, like a few days later. And I sent it, I was like, this is literally what I was just talking about, bruh. I was like, who is going to be his spirit? Who's going to be his successor? Because I do feel like Nintendo's in a weird place. Nintendo's at a place where like a lot of us that grew up with Nintendo, we're older and we love Nintendo. But do the younger kids like Nintendo? I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm out of touch. Yo, shout out to Inhuman Line with the sub. When we went to Super Nintendo World, I felt like I saw more adults there than kids. I felt like I saw more millennials and Gen X's there than I did kids. There were kids there, but it was a lot of adults there. And that's because that's who grew up with Nintendo, Gen X and millennials. But I feel like these kids nowadays, and I could be wrong, they like Fortnite, which is, there's nothing wrong with that's just what they like. They like Fortnite and all these other new games. So I'm like, I'm sure they like Nintendo, but do they have that connection that we have? And the reason I bring that up, yeah, Fortnite and Roblox, the reason I bring that up and why this could be a problem down the road for Nintendo is for the longest they've been relying on nostalgia, and that works for our age bracket, but that does not work for that younger age bracket, Gen Z. And then I think they're calling the generation after Gen Z, they're calling them Gen Alpha or some shit like that. I don't know why, because they weak ass bitches, but let me stop. Let me stop. But you know, the generation after Gen Z, right? I don't think they have as strong as a connection. And in order to establish that connection, I think they got to come out with new IPs. They got to mix in something new with the Mario, bro. So then this article came out, and he's basically saying, I'm thinking about the day I fall over. Basically, I'm like, that's fucking crazy, because I was like, I was just talking about that. As a Gen Z, we don't. I feel like Gen Z don't fuck with Nintendo the same way, because like anytime I upload a Nintendo video, niggas don't fuck with that shit, bro. I like Nintendo shit, but like I don't upload a lot of Nintendo content because I feel like the younger audience doesn't watch that shit. They like Baldur's Gate 3. When asked about retirement plans in an insightful interview with The Guardian, Miyamoto says, more so than retiring, I'm thinking about the day I fall over. With his age in mind, Miyamoto says his plans, his future in 5-year increments, and thinks a lot about who I can pass on things to in case something happens. That's good. He's thinking about it though. But who's the person though? Better yet, who are the people? We need multiple people. Bring back F-Zero, bring it back. I like Nintendo, but not nostalgia. Like, god damn, bruh. I feel like Nintendo needs some new energy. Where the fuck is the Switch 2? God damn, get off this. I'm sorry, in 2024, the Switch sucks, man. I don't want, every time I've downloaded a game on that, god damn, this shit hurt my eyes. Tears of the anti-aliasing. This game needs some anti- Like, can we get a Switch 2? Can we get some new IPs? Can we get a new Star Fox? Apparently Gen Z. Apparently I'm Gen Z. I fuck with Mario. Yeah, I'm sure there's some. I'm just saying, I feel like I don't think they have the same impact compared to my generation. Nintendo's been getting by on legacy and memories. Yeah. And like I said, what's the long game for them? I would like to see them shake things up and try stuff new. Don't be stuck in their own ways. The OLED was dope. Yeah, but it was just a Switch with an OLED screen. I mean, your phone has an OLED screen, unless you have a Droid. At least I'm joking. They're the ones with the. Oh shit. But at least he's thinking about it. Man. I never cared much for Mario games, but Wonder was my shit. I prefer the 3D Marios over the 2D ones. Oh, I can't show that on screen. Fucking leaked concept art. I can't show that. I'm Gen Z. I kind of stopped indulging in much in Nintendo as well, mostly because I don't want that ancient ass Switch. See, motherfuckers want to play Fortnite. I played the Fortnite racing last night. It's not bad. It's not bad. I don't know why I say that. I can't show that shit. Guys want some Xbox achievements? Overhaul coming this year. Rumor suggests. For the longest time, the Xbox achievement system has remained relatively unchanged. It has existed for almost 2 decades, and for the most part, Xbox has adopted an if it ain't broke approach system. However, there's an epic rumor changes are on the horizon, and according to Spishfishil Nick, it might not be long before we look at how the new system will work. What I'm hearing is that Xbox are nearly done with their achievement overhaul, with changes to the achievements, we should be seeing it next year. When they say next year, I'm assuming they're aware of the fact that it's New Year's Eve, so I guess they mean 2024, but we should be at the very least being shown, because you know how that sometimes they put stuff in beta and then it goes through different rings. Are people still achievement hunting? I remember I used to do this shit in high school, but not no more. I don't care nothing about this shit. I think I have like 70,000 achievement points on my Xbox account. I swear to God, about 60,000 of that came from my freshman to senior year. Like that last 10,000 is from like the last 15 years. I used to be the kid that used to go to GameStop and buy like NBA 2K6 to get the easy achievements and Avatar and shit like that. I don't care nothing about that shit no more. Did you see Tony Hawk recently got a $4 million royalty check from Activision? They wasn't paying that, man. And the only reason they can make me care about achievements is if this shit goes towards like getting discounts for games or like actual money. I always thought that that's what they were gonna do. You could use the like 10,000 achievement points to retrieve like a $50 game or some shit like that. I always thought that's what it was gonna lead to. That's how you keep people on Xbox. But I don't think they'll ever do that. They did some bullshit ass version of it, but it's meh. I'm not gonna lie, like if they did it to where achievements counted towards sales, I would probably play every game on Xbox. That would be dope. That like it would cost them like a little money, but I think it would pay for itself because you keep people in your ecosystem. Knowing, oh, if I get these achievements, I can retrieve them for a game. Sony's kind of doing something like that. What are they doing? Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer perfectly recreated in Minecraft. I don't know why I say this shit. Let's look at this shit. Man's dropping gems. Somebody got to do it, bro. Somebody got to do it. Minecraft GTA came out before GTA 6. Would y'all play that? PlayStation Stars has coin points. How many coins you gotta retrieve to get a game? Who playing? GTA 6 PlayStation. It's actually pretty impressive. It is. It actually is. Yo, this shit only got 9,000 views. What the fuck? See, I give him a like. That was actually good. That's crazy. He should have put "Go Woke, Go Broke" in the trailer or something. That would have got him more views. See, look at creativity is not rewarded. Minecraft character with a BBL. No, I don't want updates. I've been on Reddit a little bit, I try to keep up with the news, guys. See what's going on. Did you see someone remade Obi-Wan versus the Anakin fight from Episode 3 in Clone Wars in Minecraft? Nah. Minecraft? Naughty Dog is in danger of missing the boat with the PS5 opinion piece. Oh, this is opinion. Who cares? Nobody care about your opinion. God of War remake questions denied by Sony. Oh, I saw that. Apparently, they're working on a remake for the original 3 games. What's one game you hope really gets announced in 2024? Not game, but I want to see gameplay for BioWare's. I'm surprised we haven't seen it. BioWare's. I don't know what they're calling it, but the new Mass Effect. Yeah, Mass Effect 5, whatever the fuck is being called. That's what I want to see. Oh shit, nothing. Let's go to let's see, Google News. Have you seen the latest South Park special? Nah, I don't really keep up with South Park like that. Best new game releases: Assassin's Creed meets Cyberpunk 2027. Oh, what's the name? Is free on Epic Games right now. What's that joint called? Ghost Runner. It's free. I think that's what they're talking about. Mickey Mouse must be exterminated in a new horror game, Infestation 88. That's crazy. Now you might be, this is the timing on this is immaculate. All right, so you might be wondering, why is there a Mickey Mouse horror game coming out? It's because Disney's not making this shit, I guarantee you. And the reason being, I just watched a video on this like a day or two ago. Apparently, the Steamboat Willie version of Mickey Mouse, the original Mickey Mouse, which that's what it looks like in the video, it's a public domain now, like Winnie the Pooh. So if you want to write a book about the Steamboat version of Mickey Mouse, you can. If you want to make a video game, a movie, you can. But the thing is, this is a video game. They've been working on this shit. They waited till today to drop the trailer because the rights are public now and they knew it. But this shit finally a public domain today. Yeah, this is crazy. Hold up. Is it an actual good game?
Hey there. Thanks for coming out. We've got a bit of an infestation here at the storage facility.
Find the source.
We thought it was just rodents, but
5 Nights at Mickey Mouse. Treat the infestation.
there's nests. They're everywhere. Tried to take care of it ourselves, but
New York. It took a literal years for it to happen.
last hope.
Disney ain't doing nothing with Mickey. Streamer game? It really is. Oh, is this a co-op survival game? Yo, I was joking. Is this deadass 5 Nights at Freddy with Mickey Mouse? Yo, shout out to Zero Blade with the sub. Appreciate it. Who playing it? Infestation 88. Who playing it? I remember that game, Epic Mickey. Yeah, Disney hasn't done anything. It's funny because Disney stocks are in the tank. And then they let Mickey Mouse go public. That's crazy. Down bad. Some big streamers. All right, guys, today we're going to be playing. It's crazy to me, like, with streamers, because, like, they'll play a game like this, Mickey Mouse shit. But then you'll ask them about Baldur's Gate 3. I've never heard of that game. How the fuck did you hear of this? Mickey Mouse Horror Extermination? How did you hear of this? That's why I be calling shit streamer games, bro. You don't know the gamers games, but you know all the streamer games? What the fuck? Where do you get your news from? Shit, yeah, it's a lot of fraudulent behavior. As I said, the only thing they care about is chasing a view count. I don't care about that. Community for finals is divided as mouse and keyboard players claim aim assist is balanced. Get the fuck out of here. Let's go in the sub box. Boom, boom, boom. What's going on in the sub box? I don't see nothing interesting in the sub box. We saw Infestation, Rogue Dungeon, biggest games coming in 2024. I dropped my video on that too. They probably get paid to play. Nah, you have to disclose when you're getting paid for something. Fate Samurai Remnant official DLC. I'm good off that. I don't see any this thumbnail is ignorant as fuck. Lil Tim, the Demon Slayer. Oh, huge Far Cry 7 details. Anybody watching Marvel's What If 2? I have not watched any television. Is it worth it? Yeah, it's nothing. We about to get on the game. I'm gonna watch this trailer. Then we gonna get on the game. Not trailer, but video. LOL, Hood Cinema's videos are hilarious. They are.
Is one of the most beloved in gaming, besides
Let us all pray he doesn't yap.
some of the games that may have strayed a bit too far from the roots. But all in all, the series has built up a very loyal fan base, and it seems that Ubisoft may be back at it with another installment in this amazing series. Now, we touched on this in the past, but today we'll cover in depth everything we know about Far Cry 7 Rise, the story details, the possible release dates, the locations, the
Far Cry 7 Rise,
and so much more. So let me know in the comment section if you're excited for Far Cry 7. Also, be sure to let me know what you're most looking forward to in this new game. Drop a like on this video and let's get into it. So the story details of Far Cry 7 Rise. Now it all started.
What the fuck? They on 7? Really, it wouldn't even be the 7th game. It'd be like the 10th, because you got to keep in mind they had the DLC for Far Cry 3. What was it? Dragon whatever. And then they also had a big DLC expansion for what's Far Cry 5, I think, too.
online about the possibility that Ubisoft could be working on another installment.
They were like separate games pretty
This
much.
leak also claimed that the next game would be titled Far Cry 7 Rise. And the understanding from the leak is that the
Oh yeah, Far Cry Primal too. Yeah.
non-linear story, with most parts of its story being centered around rescuing the player's kidnapped family. Now, it was also stated that the game's plot revolves around a rich family.
They still chasing the clout that Voss gave him 12 years ago. I know, right?
Now, take it with a grain of salt. A lot of these details from the current understanding of the leak could change by the time the game comes out, and that's due to the fact that the
Still
game
chasing
is still in early
2012
stages of development. But as of right now, the current speculation of the leak is that it'll take the player around Far Cry 7's map with the goal to take down the Sons of the Truth, save your family from the kidnappers, and to note, your family members actually do not need to be rescued in any complete order, but to 100% the game, you'll need to rescue all your family members safely. Also, another interesting new mechanic introduced in Far Cry 7 is the new interrogation system, which doesn't necessarily mean you'll get the information that you need from an enemy, but it does seem like a pretty
This should be added to
concept.
potential
Let's say
flops.
sometimes the
Nah, because like there's no, this is, they haven't even announced it. This game ain't coming out in 2024. We'd be lucky if we get an announcement. This is all just leaked rumors.
enemy may give you the information you're looking for. Sometimes they'll lie, or sometimes they'll even escape. But to complete the story, it's also offering a brand new twist. It was said that in the early build of the game in which the leaker saw, there was currently an in-game timer that stands at 72 hours or 24 hours in real time. And the basic understanding of the timer is to complete the game successfully and save your family, you'll have to do it in that set time.
Oh, fuck no. I hope that's fake. I play single player games because I can play them at my own pace and have fun and just enjoy, you know? Yeah, automatic fail. I'm good off that. I know, like, I know some people love it, but my least favorite Zelda is, well, not my least, but one of my least favorite has always been Majora's Mask. And it's because I hate the fucking moon mechanic. You gotta beat the game before the moon hits the ground. Why? That's why I never beat that game. I don't want to be rushed into a 24-hour playthrough. Let me enjoy the game, especially because Ubisoft has these big ass open world games. You know, it's going to be a gazillion different things to do on the map, and I want to explore, see what the game has to offer. And now you're telling me I got to beat it in a timely manner? Fuck out of here.
Now, the leaker also stated that around the map,
That's the reason I never play. Oh yeah, as much as I love Dead Rising, the original one, that game did used to drive me crazy too. Because in Dead Rising, you could only run into certain bosses and characters and NPCs at certain times of the day. So if you were on the other side of the mall, you would miss it. It was like an artificial way to inflate the fucking gameplay. It was annoying.
the player may find some safe houses where entering the timer can be paused. And speaking of the map, let's now touch on the location set for Far Cry 7 Rise. Now, in the alleged leak for Far Cry 7 Rise, it seems that the location will now be set in a small tropical island called Kimson, and it can also be found in the
They are definitely chasing the Far Cry 3 vibes. I know they're going back to the tropical islands, guys.
Yellow Sea or next to Korea. Now, touching on this location, not any of the information was actually confirmed, and even Insider Gaming was able to debunk some of the information.
Why not go to Far Cry Cleveland?
Entirely inaccurate. So whether we dive
I low-key enjoyed 6 though.
it seems that some of the details on the maps.
I feel like Far Cry is a series I can only enjoy if I don't play every one. I might have liked 6 because I haven't played Far Cry since 5. That was the last one I played. And I thought Far Cry 5 was all right. It was like a solid 7. I don't think any of the Far Cry games are actually terrible, to be fair. They're all like 6s and 7. Like ever since Far Cry 3 is the one I would give like an 8 or a 9. That was the one I genuinely like loved. But after that, like everything's been like a 6 or a 7. Just kind of okay. Middle of the road. But like, how many fucking mid-ass games are you going to put out? Yeah, it's like junk food. Yeah, I would argue none of them are actually bad.
Are still very yet
It just peaked at 3.
So if we find any more information on the map's location, you guys will be the first to know. Now, really quick, before we go over the game,
Primal gets an 8 from you? What? I've never heard that in my natural black life, and I've been on Earth for 33 years. This nigga gave Far Cry... Yo, I need an explanation. Why do you think Far Cry Primal was an 8? You enjoyed throwing them rocks and bow and arrows, nigga? I'm not mad at it. I just need an explanation. What the fuck?
Far Cry 7 Rise. I'd like to let you
Yeah, drop a review. I need to hear your opinion.
We'll be doing a PS
This nigga said, ooga booga. I love that shit.
giveaway, as well as a game of your choice.
Ooga ooga ooga.
All you have to do is subscribe to the channel with
Hey, you like what you like. I ain't mad at it. I just never heard that.
We need proof that you're actually subscribed, and we'll be pinning at 80,000 subs. There will also be a pinned comment with all the information.
That's from Ban World. No, fuck no. I'm not gonna ban that man. Get the fuck out of here, chat.
Are the gameplay leaks. Starting off, the leaker claims that Far Cry 7 will utilize the Snowdrop engine used for
Oh my god, bro. Why are y'all so broke? The Snowdrop engine is the engine that Massive has been using since the Division 1. When did that come out? The Division 1 release date. 2016, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. You guys have been using the same engine for almost 10 years. Why are y'all so broke? Get a new engine. Fucking go to UE5 or something. So off rip, the game ain't gonna look that great.
Avatar Frontiers.
It's gonna look like Far Cry 6.
Of Pandora. And if you haven't seen the new Avatar game from Ubisoft, this game really looks
just reusing assets.
Incredible. Just to think that the next Far Cry game will be looking like this is just absolutely insane. Ubisoft really knocked the visuals out in this game, and it's very exciting that
I've graduated college since then. Yo, time flies.
Also claim that the combat will be overhauled from the previous Far Cry experience.
Okay.
Far Cry 6. It was also mentioned by the leaker that a lot of the direction of gameplay changes look to be inspired by Far Cry 3 as well as Far Cry 6. Now delving further,
island gameplay inspired by Far Cry 3. You know what they're trying to do. Reliving the Far Cry 7 Letterman jacket edition. You know the nigga that graduated from high school and still wears his Letterman jacket at 25? This is what Far Cry 7 is about to be. Like, bro, you're 28. Why do you still have your Letterman jacket on? You're 34. You remember when I caught that pass at homecoming?
into some of the details surrounding.
Oh, geez, Louise.
Far Cry 7. We can't ignore the significant gameplay leaks that have stirred the gaming community. And as the leaks continue to unfold, the anticipation for Far Cry 7 grows. The prospect of a visually stunning Far Cry game and the reported combat overhaul suggest that Far Cry 7 could be very well set the new standard for the gaming industry.
That's a bold claim.
An unforgettable journey into the heart and adventure.
You know what's crazy about that statement? Ubisoft has become such a joke. It's hard to believe that they could release a game that sets a new standard for the industry. But if you would have asked 21-year-old me, 22, I would have believed you, because they were releasing games that set new standards for the industry. But now it's like seeing is believing, bruh. They've lived long enough to become the villain. Is that a CD gun? It's a buzzsaw gun.
And exploration of the new Far Cry.
Oh, no, that might be a CD.
Only time
I thought it was a bus. I stand corrected. I think that was a CD, bro. What the fuck is this game, bro?
True, but for now,
what is he shooting at it? Yeah, it's a CD, CDR. This nigga's shooting blank disc at the enemy. He's shooting Bad Baby albums. This is insane. I know it does crazy damage because don't nobody want to hear that shit.
Of the new Far Cry game. But now only time will tell if the leaks hold true. But for now, the gaming community remains on the edge of their seats.
He's shooting Yo mixtape.
Awaiting the official unveiling of Far Cry 7. So now that we got the gameplay leaks out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about the possible release date. Now, when will we actually get our hands on Far Cry 7? At this point, this is purely speculation, but according to Insider Gaming, in this report, the Ubisoft Montreal team will be developing Far Cry 7 and will most likely launch in the fall of 2025. And considering the trajectory of the Ubisoft projects and their established roadmap, the launch window for Far Cry 7 in 2025 seems to align seamlessly with the company's strategic plans. And right now, as the making of this
gun plays the Macarena, does it really?
29th of December. So as 2024 looms on the horizon, the prospect of a release for 2025 of Far Cry 7 does appear very, very plausible. The gaming industry, as well as their very avid fans, are well aware of the meticulous planning and execution required for this blockbuster title, and Ubisoft—
I mean, they recycling the game engine, might as well recycle some other things too. I don't know. I would think like after maybe like 5-6 years of using the same engine, because I get it. You can't keep building new engines because like that's inefficient. But like in terms of technology, anything 5 years or older is considered obsolete in computer years. So after like 5 or 6 years of using, like my computer's obsolete, you know? That's why it struggles to play games. Because it's 5 years old. You would think that the difference is I'm not a multi-billion-dollar company. You would think after using the same engine for 5 or 6 years, they'd be like, all right, maybe it's time to upgrade or something. But yeah, they're taking the Bethesda model, and then they wonder why. This is why this game looks exactly the same as Far Cry 5 and Far Cry 4, because it's on the same goddamn engine.